Good afternoon. My name is Inza and I am your speaking test examiner. What is your full name?
My full name is Nakib Ahmed.
And how may I address you?
You can call me Nakib.
Where are you from?
I'm from Rawalpindi.
Alright. In this introduction part, I am going to ask you about your studies. What do you study?
I have completed recently Bachelor's in Education, and before that I have done BS in Mathematics. So basically I have double bachelor's, you can say. The reason I have done Bachelor's in Education because I was looking to get an admission for my Master's in Canada for educational leadership program name.
Alright, let's talk about evening time. Do you like the morning or evening time?
I would say I like both evening and morning times. They have their own pros and cons. For example, in the morning, I have to wake up early, which sometimes irritates me, but it is necessary to wake up early.
What do you usually do in the evenings?
In the evenings, I usually spend time with my family and my siblings, as I don't have friends in the town or living near me, so I have to spend time indoors with my family.
What did you do in the evenings when you were little?
I remember when I was little, we used to play in the street. Most of the time, I play cricket, which I really enjoyed at that time. There are some also other games, which I can say local games we usually used to play in the streets. I also used to fly kites in the evening because evening is, I think, only time for me to enjoy myself.
Are there any differences between what you do in the evening now and what you did in the past?
Quite a huge difference, I would say. When I was little, I usually, most of the time, I play in the streets with my friends. That's all I remember. But these days, I spend my time, as I already told you, indoors with my family or with my siblings.
Let's talk about computers. In what conditions would you use a computer?
As I'm working right now as an office assistant, so I use computer on daily basis for work purposes. Other than that, I was recently preparing for my IELTS exam, so which is computer based. So I use computer for my preparations also. Sometimes when I feel boring or I have nothing to do, I start watching movies or play games on my laptop.
When was the first time you started using a computer?
First, nostalgia, I would say. When I was in class 5, my father bought us a PC. We used to call it a PC4 at that time. And there was this game called Vice City. And I remember I played that game a lot at the time. So I started using computer at early age.
What would your life be like without computers?
Without computer, my life would be very different because at this stage of my life, I'm an office assistant, as I already told you, and my most of the time I have to work on my computer. So without computer, I think I would have not a job at this stage.
In what conditions would it be difficult for you to use a computer?
In what conditions? So we are living in Pakistan, so there are challenges we have to face, such as load shedding, and also sometimes we do not have internet services in our area. So these are the times when we face, or I usually face problems using computer.
Okay, that's fine. We are moving towards part 2. I'm going to ask you a question. You would have a minute to prepare for it and then you speak up to 2 minutes. Your topic is describe an indoor or outdoor place where it is easy for you to study. You have a minute to prepare, you can use the pencil and paper. Are you ready to speak?
Yes, sir.
Okay, start speaking.
Thank you so much for giving me an opportunity to speak on this topic. Today, I would like to describe a place which is basically an indoor place for me to study. Uh, it is IELTS Icon, where I was preparing for my IELTS preparation. It is basically an academy which offers different courses. I enrolled it, I think, at least 2 months ago. Um, right now, I don't have much time in my house at my house to study. So instead of wasting my time, I asked my teacher to allow me to sit in the class until I have my paper, which is IELTS. So IELTS Icon is basically an outdoor place for me to study. The thing I like about this place is it's very peaceful and quiet. You can have your own chair and desk, and you can sit in the corner. Nobody will disturb you for as long as you want to stay or study before 8 o'clock, which is closure time for the institute. In the institute, as I have already told you, I was preparing for my IELTS exam. So the reason I go there is because is very peaceful, and that is it.
Is there any indoor place as well?
For an indoor place, it is my room where I study whenever I have time. These days, I really don't have much time for an indoor study because I have a job in the morning and I have to attend classes in the evening. After the class, I am really exhausted. So basically, I do not study in my room, but it is available for me to study.
Okay, that's all right. We are moving towards part 3. I will ask follow-up questions on the same topic. Do you like to learn on your own or with others?
I would say on my own because when you start studying in group, everybody wants to speak and they disturb you while you study and you cannot focus. So for me, it is studying alone.
What's the difference between learning face to face with teacher and learning by yourself?
Learning face to face with teacher is basically they give you different perspectives on the topics that you are learning at the time. While when you study alone, you really don't have the knowledge of the mentors. So teaching with the teachers is, I think, best for you.
Do you prefer to study at home or study at other places?
In the past, I used to study at my home because in the morning I have the university, and in the evening there is one place that is my home for to study. But these days, I don't really have time to study at my home because I have already told you that in the morning I have a job and in the evening I have to attend classes. So these days I prefer studying in the institute where I'm taking classes.
What are the benefits of gaining work experience while studying?
What are the sorry?
Benefits of gaining work experience while studying.
Then it is a thing really good for your future because while studying you started doing your job, which also you can mention in your CV for the future references. So I think it gives you a step forward with your competitors, as compared to your competitors, as they don't really have experience, but you already have done some work and you already have improved your communication skills and administration skills or whatever you were doing at the time. So it gives you an extra point for your future.
Do most people like to study in a noisy place?
I don't think so. Most people like prefer a quiet and peaceful place. That's why we have libraries where we are not allowed to speak loudly, because while studying you have to really focus on your things that you are doing at the time. So people you really prefer to study at quiet places.
What are the advantages and disadvantages of studying with other people?
The biggest advantage I would say is there are a lot of minds studying at the same time, and everybody can give their point of view, and you can add that in your topic or in your work. So instead of one mind, there are different minds at the time. They have their own ideas, own thoughts, which you can add into your own work, which is I think really beneficial for your work. But while talking about studying alone, I would say it is really a peaceful environment for you. You can really focus on your work. You can generate your own ideas. You can do brainstorming. So there are different.
Okay, thank you.